Okay, so here's what I am trying to accomplish. I have, in the puzzle section, gone up and down anywhere from 1600 to like 1750. I'm trying to get to solving 1800 level puzzles. So here we go. Okay, so black to move. Um, I am looking for a way to, check the king immediately. I don't see anything. Yes, I do. So if I bring the queen here, king's gonna have to move. Yeah, and then there's also this, right? Okay, so just being aware that whatever move I make, the computer's likely to bring check or checkmate on me, depending on where I move. So if I bring the queen here, we're in check. The king can't move here, has to move here. But then what? Oh, check. Okay, so now, what? Right, if I move the horsey, I leave my queen open. Oh, okay, I think I see it. Just queen to here, they're in check. And then I can, so then the queen to eight, sorry, so here's what I see. I see queen f3, king h2, queen takes h3, king's in checkmate. Or, okay, or I just take the rook and then, checkmate. Okay, 1660. Okay, so, what do I see here? So, okay, so the knight takes on d1, rook takes, okay, nothing there. If I take, and then what? I don't know, I don't see it. So, is this a way to get to smothered mate somehow? So let's just say, so the biggest threat that I see right here is knight to d3, hitting the rook. Does the rook then scoot over? Right, like my king is completely protected. Okay, so it's not like it has to be an immediate check or checkmate. So, does the rook then scoot over? Or does the rook then come here? No, because then the rook could get taken again. The only threat that I see is a take that gets me nothing, or I threaten the rook. And I think I have to threaten the rook. Now, on the other hand, I could bring the queen to threaten the rook. And I think that's what I like better. Okay? So now, okay, but now what? Now I get the bishop on d1, right? Because you're not coming for it if you're the rook. There's clearly a free pawn, but I think this is an exchange I'm happy with. Okay, I'm slow with these, but some of them I get. Okay, so 1621. Moving on. Okay, so if I play, whoop, this is funky. I don't like any of this. So rook to f8, check, you know. King's got to move here. Okay. Check. Okay, but now what? What I'm trying to figure out, I feel like there's a way for me to get this queen away from that king. So, let's just say I bring up the pawn, queen takes, oh yeah, and then I'm in check. So it's not like I can do some sort of, okay. What am I missing? So let's just go, I take, king takes, that's not going to work. Dang it. I don't get it. I'm not seeing it. Queen takes. No. So if I move the queen, pawn takes. Nope. Man, I am stumped by this one. Jeez. Okay, 3 minutes on the same puzzle. So, rook takes, queen, and then, okay, so, sacrifice the rook, queen, checkmate. Okay, right, because I'm protected by the, that took me way too long to see. 1626, headed in the right direction. Oh, I hate these endgame ones. I really do hate these endgame ones. Okay, so black to move. So if I bring my rook here, right, oh, it's moving this way. The king is going to have to come here. Okay, because it can't come here. Can't go there, because then I've got his rook. But now here's the question. When I sacrifice the rook from here, and the king moves here, and then here, So king's there, rook's here, takes, moves, 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 takes, and then I've got two pawns. So I think it's just check, let him take. Oh gosh. Wow, okay, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. So 1639. Okay, queen under pressure, black to move. If I take the pawn, I take with check. The king, I imagine, is going to move here or here. I will bring the rook to pin the queen. The queen will have to take, but my queen will be able to see that queen. So check. Okay, I was wrong about how that was play out. Okay, however, the king is no longer pinned. The queen would no longer be pinned, but if I bring over the rook, the queen has no escape. The queen can't escape here because the knight protects. The queen cannot come here because the queen protects. So I believe if I bring over the rook, I've trapped their queen. Okay. Head in the right direction. But if I take their rook, that's forcing with check. They have to take. So I'm up a rook, and then I'm up a queen. So I think it's the trade that we like. Got it. Okay. So 5 in a row. Okay. 647. Head in the right direction. Okay. So I think what we like is queen check. Mate. Is that mate? Okay, looks like it. So that felt a little bit easy. 1657. So it's right around between now and 1750 that I'm up and down. I've, 6 in a row, 5 in a row now. Typically not the norm. Okay, so is this just sacrifice, take, and then I'm up the board with my pawn? Is this, I think this is what I want, right? So, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's try that again. No. Okay, so jinx myself. I knew I knew I was going to run into a hurdle at some point. Okay. So black to move. So if I bring over, let's check. King has to move, right? If I were me, where would the king move? Would I, can't move here, can't move here. Oh, I'm sorry, can't move. Can't move there. Could move here, can't move there. Could move there, could move there. So I'd check. But then what? Let's just start with the check. See with the king. Okay, so now I feel like trade, takes, but I still don't know where the king's going to go. But that's what I think it's going to take to figure it out, right? So now, I don't think we do the exchange. I think what I do is I think I just take the rook, the knight, unless, is there a way from, there's no fork available here. Well, now hold on. If I do move here, takes, yeah, let me take that back. I can't fork a king and a knight with the knight because the knight cannot do that. So I think I just take the knight. Okay. What is happening here? Bring over the queen. Not sure. There's a check. Okay. So let's go check. Okay. So that was expected. But now what? Right, so the knight is pinned. So though it's protecting here and here otherwise, it certainly isn't right now. So what can I do to be bothersome to this knight, to this king? Do I knight queen? What are you going to do? I think I'm bringing in the knight. Take it back. So, okay, so okay, nice. Is this checkmate? I think it's going to be check, queen blocks, takes, checkmate. Okay, 1655. Headed in the right direction. Little stumble. Okay. Black to move. Okay. So I move here. Knight's got me. If I move here, pawn's got me. So what am I trying to do? Okay. Rook over to g8 is a check. King's got to move here. So let's start there. So, okay. So no, king does not move there. So now, if I move the queen, the king's going to move back here or here, to which I'm going to want another check so that then I can take the queen. Matter of fact, the king, so when I bring the queen here to h1, the king will scoot over here to protect the queen. The rook will be instrumental in getting the king to then move here, so then I can safely take the queen without threat of the king. So check, takes. Okay, 1660, feeling good. Okay, so I've got from all different directions. You know, maybe it's not a triple battery, but you know, there's coming pretty hard on those on that F2 square. So so let's do this. Protected, protected, protected. Do I take first? Because I'm trying to take a look. There's no immediate threat to my king. So this doesn't have to be a check. So let's just say takes with the queen. Takes, takes. I would start with the, I don't want to start with the queen, but that would be more forcing, right? Because this isn't checking the king. So check, takes, 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 and I lost that exchange. So we're not starting with the queen. As a matter of fact, I don't think we're starting with any of them. I think it's got to be that pawn. Okay, I was wrong. Okay. Nope. 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 Wow. Nope. Holy crap. Nope. Okay, give me a hint. Give me a hint. So, okay. Nice. Bring up the pawn. Go ahead and take. And then it's checkmate. Okay. Too easy. So I didn't get it. Okay. So this looks to me like it's only supposed to be like a smothered mate type thing. Check. King moves. Bring it in again. Huh. Check. Takes, takes, takes. This isn't the move. What I'm wondering is if I move here, doesn't the rook well, like if I bring my knight in here, why wouldn't the king just take? That's my question. Like, I feel like this is supposed to be a smothered mate, but should I move my knight here to avoid smothered mate? Wouldn't you just... To avoid smothered mate, wouldn't you just take with the king? Right? Because then what am I going to do from here? Okay, so takes, takes, brings us in, takes, and then there's a fork perhaps? So let's do that. Bring in the knight. Wow, okay. Maybe it's just bring it in now. No. What am I doing? Oh. No. So now, I feel like there's a couple ways to do. Okay, but that's what wins you the game. So I guess I see it. Okay. 1633. feel like a nice hearty check right there works. Check. Checkmate. Okay. So here we go with a check. The king has to scoot because the queen's blocking here. And then it's just back rank. Okay, nice. Now it's just back rank mate. Okay. 1657, where were we here? 16, I don't know. Okay. There's a lot of activity here. So, takes, takes, takes. And then what? Or, I'm going to see this right here. There is a solid, oh no, I can't. I was looking to fork the rook and the queen. That's not going to be a move. Forget which, forget that I'm on the 6th rank there, not the 7th. I think I want to go takes, takes, takes. Wait, because then where's the queen going to go? Oh my. If I move down here or here, I'm really close to checkmate because the queen comes with a check. If I move here, I could bring the bishop down to protect myself, but then I'm coming with a pawn that I could take, but then we're getting all sorts of ugly. So, I'm going to say I think what I'm supposed to do is take with the pawn. So now, if I bring up my queen, queen has to check, or block. I could take, but I think what I'm looking to do is really bring in, there we go. Okay. That looked to make sense. Okay, moving on. 1662. I think we got up to 1660, so we're making progress. So now, what it looks like to me is check, king moves, check, mate. Check. Push the pawn. Takes. Push the pawn, queen. Takes. 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 I don't like that. I think I pushed the pawn. Oh, what a knucklehead. Takes? No. No. crud, what am I doing? No. Okay, I want to see that again. Check. Okay, sure. That works. Could have seen that. Boom. Okay, I'm in trouble here. Because the next move is checkmate. Right? Bring down the rook. I can't move here or here. That's not going to do me any good. So, whatever I do needs to come with a check. So, check, I don't know, takes? Check, takes? I think this is the one I like. Okay, there we go. 1662. Once again, headed in the right direction. So if I take, and you take, then I take, I think I take with the pawn. I then think I hold you there. I then think I come here. Okay, 1670. All right, that one was a little bit complicated. No, that was pretty complicated, but each move, felt like a natural move. Okay. So then, let's take a peek here. So takes, takes, takes. Boom, boom, boom. So I think it's just an exchange that I end up with a bishop, a rook, and a knight. Oh, I take it back. Okay. My mistake. So takes, takes, check. He's back on the back rank. And then takes. I think that's what I'm looking at. Takes, check, takes. Okay. Okay, white to move. So I've got Black trapped in here. What do I do? What do I do? I want to say I just push the pawn here. Because I push the pawn, maybe the rook gets all protective of the file or the column. And then I bring over... boom, boom, boom. Because right now, the king can't come here. Once I move this pawn, the king can come over, I can come down. What am I not seeing? Do I move now to protect the pawn, or do I do something else? How do I threaten this dang king? How do I threaten the next square? There we go. Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I was trying to analyze that. Clicked the wrong button. Okay. So I think I'm okay. Do I? So I need to be in. I need to create a constant check, just based off where the the threats to my king are. If I move there, okay. I think I take with the queen, draw the rook, bring my rook, their rook goes back, I take with their rook, and we feel good. Okay, so nice. 1665, we're floating in the high 1600s. Just got to find a way to break through now. So check. Takes. Checkmate. Because this is completely cut off. So check. No, because the queen. So right idea, wrong square. I hate when I see them that quickly after I do it. Okay. I think here is the smothered mate. Where check, check. Got you. 1,000. You have done 1,000 puzzles. Well, that feels good. A little achievement. Okay, so 1671. Okay. We've had a little up and down, but we're headed in the right direction. So here, let me... So here's what I think I see. And it almost worked. Just scoot over and take the free knight. Okay, so that was the first thing I saw. However, if I just bring my queen up here, because I've got a bit of a ram with the bishop on c2, that's checkmate. And so I'm not going to let that fool me, no matter how obvious it appears to be. I'll just take the checkmate. 1676, moving in the right direction. Okay. So, what's my deal here? Do I want, so, check, take, yeah, so, takes, okay. Takes, check. Nope. I don't know what I'm doing. Nope. Nope. Okay, is it takes? Nope. Son of a gun. Nope. Is it here? Nope. Okay, hint. Okay. So it's not, okay, so check. Okay. Wow. I'm that bad. Okay, that took me too long, too many tries. Back down to 1665. Okay. Let's if we bring in the bishop, they could threaten my queen, but once I take their queen, they have to move, and I can take back. So this is the one we want. Okay. They didn't even make it that complicated. Okay, 1670. Better than when we started. Making some headway. Okay, black to move. It's gotta be this pawn. I mean, the very first thing I see is this pawn right here. So, yep. Takes. Because they need, from here, they need 1, 2, 3. I need 1, 2. I'm just gonna, here's the thing, do I take? Here's why I don't think I take. Because then, so I'm just gonna pass it on by. And pass it on by. And they have now, okay, there we go. All right, 1681. Okay. See, I wanted to take, but had that bishop trumped out on the white square, all of a sudden my pawn can't queen. So I want a queen on a dark square. That was the only thing going on there. Okay, 1681. Perhaps we can break 1700 today. Let's do that with a couple more wins. Okay. This is an ugly mess. This is one with a bunch of bishops and knights that when we're done trading, I'm up material, and I struggle to see these. So, can take here, but I can take back. What am I threatening? I can take here, but they can take back. And they're threatening here. I think the only thing I'm threatening is here. Or takes. What are we threatening here? We're not threatening anything here. Certainly not threatening anything there. Or do we threaten the queen? Queen can't move here. Queen can't move here. Queen can't move here. Queen cannot move here, but could move here. I think we may be trying to... There we go. So now... What? Knight here. And we've hit the queen. Now what? Knight hits the queen. The queen could move here. I just don't see the value in taking there. Like, I see it's available, and I do, in games, prefer to exchange, in a kind of open, kind of closed scenario, depending on exactly where the piece is. I do prefer to take away a bishop for a knight. I just don't think that's what's in my best interest. So, let's say I take the bishop, queen takes, queen's got a lot more targets, and is protecting a lot more. I just don't think that's the move. I think, so now, if I bring out the other bishop, still, what am I accomplishing? I think I want the knight. Okay? So now I get the pawn. What? Why would you... Let's go back a step. Why wouldn't you move your king, allow the take, I don't know. But whatever. I'll take it. On to the next one. Okay. White to move. So I wonder if this is it. Pawn, oh, sorry. Queen to f6, takes, nope. So initially what I was thinking was, I think I see a fork. Right, fork the king and the queen. But if pawn takes, queen takes, knight's over here lurking. What I'm wondering though, is at what point does it come into play, that, you know, if I get this knight out of the way, that there's a pin here, and so the pawn wouldn't be able to take. The move's got to be a queen move. It's got to be, right? Because nothing's getting accomplished here. This is blocked. You know, that doesn't make any sense. So, okay, let's evaluate this. Queen to d4 does what? Does nothing. Okay. Queen to e5 does nothing. Queen to f6 can get taken one of two ways. So let's just say that we did that. Okay, so queen takes. I'm down the trade. Takes. Hold on. Knight takes. Boom. Queen. No. There's something that I'm missing. What am I missing? That a queen to g7 is even more forcing. Okay? Because now we're in check. If the knight takes, I fork the king and the queen. Gotta move. Check, takes, check, fork, takes. How am I up? Boom. I don't see. Okay. Boom, takes. Boom, which is a check, takes. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Give me the old hint. So queen, no. Queen, what? Oh, that's brutal. I don't know how I missed that. I stared right at it. Okay. So I don't have a lot of active pieces, so there's not a lot to choose from, which honestly is helpful in some of these puzzles. So, I can harass the queen, which is always a pretty good move. I can, right, so from here, we're not doing much. Here we're not doing much. Here we're attacking a knight for roughly a fair trade. Here we're not doing anything. And here we're losing a piece. So I want to say, hold on, now I didn't really picture the queen. So what am I doing out here? Not much. Here, not much. Here, not much. Here, not much. So I think I'm going to harass the queen. Okay. So then, then what? So, attack the queen. Because they can't move there, they can't move there. They gotta move all the way back there. Or, they move there. Oh, yeah, I think it's here. Whoop, never mind, take it back. Don't know what I was looking at. Am I then checking the king? Taking a bishop? What am I doing here? What next? Okay. Well, that was easily answered. Sometimes, it's a move or two. Sometimes it's 4 or 5. That wasn't sure. Wasn't sure what to expect. Okay, 1680. Closing on 1700. So let us... Okay. So, I see I can take a piece, but it comes to a pretty high cost. Or I can take a pawn, but it comes at the cost of a piece. I can, again, harass the queen. I don't see much else to do, right? I suppose the question becomes, do I harass the queen from here or here? Because the knight easily takes, I think I want to harass this direction. Okay, so I like that. That makes sense. But, okay, so now I can threaten the rook, but once they move, what the hell's my knight doing there? So instead, right, because the king cannot come here or here, I can give a check, to which the king moves, or I'm blocked, but for no good reason, because I could take again. So let's check. Okay, 1785, again, closing in on 1700. Okay, king moves. Push. Wait a minute. I'm white. Sorry, I don't know what I'm looking at. Can't move, can't move, can't move. Narrows it down. Can't move, can move, can't move. Okay. Now, I hate these. I think the idea here is that I could push there. They take. Well, hold on. Let's actually take a look at that. If I push and they push, then we're locked up. But here, oh, it's not what I meant to do. But here, they can take and take. Well, since we feels pretty easy now. What? Isn't there only two pawns? Who can move? Okay, so what can I move? Oh, okay. I could take. Okay, gotcha. Nice. Man, I am very bad at these pawn king endgames. Let's redo that. So the idea here is I can take, they can take. Okay. I take their pawn, and now when I take here, what I believe the idea behind this is where's the king gonna go? Is the king gonna try to find a way to prevent, the a pawn from queening? Or do I keep the king over here blocked off or shouldered so that I can get that pawn and escort my h pawn up? So I think that was the idea behind that one. Sometimes I see them, certainly not all the time. Pass rate 43%. So we're in a pretty big pool of people who struggled. Okay. So black to move. Why would I not? Because it's protected. I could take a pawn, which looks good, but then, well, I guess it wouldn't be a big deal. I do see a pawn here as well, and by taking that pawn, I would also be threatening a rook. Oy. I think I want this pawn. Just kidding. I think I want this pawn. And then I want that rook. And then I want to take there. So what I'm wondering is, why did that matter? I think it mattered because it's forcing on the rook. Right? The rook now has to make a decision. Okay, whereas over here, which doesn't even matter, I guess. I think the big deal here is that we're threatening the rook, and so the rook's got to move. Let's go back. So let's say I move here. The rook is safe, right? Currently, can't move here, can't move here, can't move here. Could move there, but then what are you doing? So I think the idea behind this puzzle was just threaten the rook, make it move. Okay, geez. Okay, so 1656. I think we started right around 1650. Up and down. Okay. If we check, the king has. It might be checkmate. Yeah. Okay, because diagonal's cut off. Check from this pawn, and then the queen protects here. So 1661. Let us. Let me tell you what I like. I like check, takes, check, takes, and then I grab my queen. That's what I like. Nice. So 1670. All right. So white to move. Okay. These are all protected. So if I come here, if I move the queen here, these rows are protected. These squares are protected. The king's going to have to move here, to which I bring up a pawn, and it's check again. I think, yeah. So this is what I see. Oh, almost moved the pawn first. My bad. So I get check, check, and now, because the king protects here and here, when I bring over the queen, the king just has nowhere to go. So, checkmate. Okay, 1680. Alright, so I do love the sound of a good check here. I mean, take the pawn. However, once that queen comes in, because it's protected by the rook, I'm in some trouble. So I don't think that's the move. In fact, how much trouble am I in? I'm in enough trouble. Well, that knight still protects, but I don't like it. Okay. So what happens if I come up for a check? King escapes. And then check. What's going on here? So yeah, so I don't think it's anything that has to do over here. Okay, I think it's the king is cornered. We got to find a way to. Okay. So, is it check? I'm not sure. Do we start up here, or do we start in here? Interesting. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a queen move. Or maybe it's check. Okay, so, real quick, we could take the pawn. The king can't take. Yes, the king could take. So if we go takes, but the queen comes in for a take, we could bring in the rook, at which point that queen is pinned. I think we'll take here. Come on. So yeah, so let's just say, whatever. No. Oh, okay, I thought I hit hint. Okay, so let's go check. Wow. Check. Check. Okay, so we've got the, okay. Alright, we wrestled away the queen. Whatever. Okay. 1667. Okay, let's finish above 1680. Let's shoot for that at this point. So black to move. Immediately I see I like that trade. But feels a little obvious. So right, because I cannot bring up the queen for check because then it's taken. My king, I'm not really under any pressure with my so if I could get that rook and get there, I've got a fork. But I don't see that happening. the easiest take for me just really looks to be the. Oh, okay. How's this? How's this? I get the rook. It gets taken one way or the other, and then I've got the bishop, and I think that's what it is. So takes. Oh. Okay. So now what? I want to say I just grab here, right? Nope. What am I looking at? Okay. All right. That was ugly. All right. So we've got 1663. The king's pretty well protected, so I don't see there being just some sort of easy check, right? I mean, if we bring the queen there, I guess that's looks like it's just a free pawn. Let's do the easy check. But now what? Let's slide over the rook to the G file. Then what? Oh yeah, okay. I want to bring over the bishop, but the pawn can take, or the knight can take. I think I just slide over the rook. And then, there you go. Okay, so 1668. Next puzzle. Okay, so, alright, so they are threatening with a queen. I do feel like we've entered like ladder territory, right? Nope. Okay. So that's one where it's just find a way to make the trades. So here, we're even material, okay? I mean, knight and bishop are the difference. Then, of course, big pawn difference, but they're out to queen. So it's imperative that everything I do does come with some sort of check. So I'm up a bishop, now down a rook, so difference of they're up 2 points of material. I do get my check, but now I'm up a few points of material. So, well, 3 as far as pieces go. Okay, but we move down to 1660. We just got to get to 1680. White to move. What I think I do is I think I need to set up the king here, because then these are protected. Okay. Now, no matter what they do, and I know exactly what they'll do, but I'll push the rook to a8. They'll push their rook to block, and then I take it. It's checkmate because I can't go anywhere else. It's like a, yeah, which is good to know in an endgame whether you've got pawns or not. The rook king endgame. I just won one the other day where it was king versus king and rook, and I chased him around. I knew what to do, but it took me a while to figure out how to do it. White to move. I want. Oof. So everything's got to come with check, or it's game over. So what if we went check? They're blocked here. And then we went check. Wait, where would they go? If I brought check, would they hide over here? And if they did, would I bring... I think that, okay, so I'm trying to figure out which rook to bring first. If I bring here, oh my gosh, okay. If I bring check here, there's no defense for it. There's just moving here or here. And then I bring this rook, and it's almost like a ladder mate of sorts. Now, on the other hand, if I bring this rook first, they can defend with that rook. To which I take with that rook. And they move to this corner. I just feel like the prettier way to do it is right here. A little bit more efficient. Okay. I feel like there's a couple ways to get there, but yeah. Had I gone, yeah, I don't know. It worked. Okay, so just one more. Just got to get to 1680. I got to get to 1680. I want to get to 1700, but at this point, it's an hour and 15 minutes. I'll settle for 1680. Okay, white to move. Of course, it's an endgame. It's going to make it like hard on me for some reason. So, coming here is check. The king can't move here. King certainly wouldn't be able to move there, but could move there. Or here. And if they do, from here or there, I can push the pawn in either direction. But then what? So I think we just bring the queen in. God dang it! Trying to get to 1680. They dropped me 14 points. Okay, let's take another gander. Oh yeah. Don't want that. You know, I really only looked at one possibility, so that's my bad, right? Because can't move there, can't move there. Certainly stuck here, and already said they can't move there. Son of a gun. Okay, too easy to see. Okay. What time is it? King's in the corner. Okay. Can take. Am I being? Oh, hey. So I got myself a little battery here. So, checkmate. Okay, there we go. 1666. Just need 14 points here. Okay, so I'm not seeing myself in danger. So not every move has to come with check, I don't think. But what the heck? So, when I'm not sure, I just push a pawn, doesn't do much. Okay, pushing a pawn just protects myself, that's just not the move. Now if I do move here, with the rook, the queen is in danger. Queen could take my pawn. I could push that pawn, and then the queen's in danger again. I just don't feel like anything I'm trying to do is intended to threaten the king. He's just so well bundled up. I do like moving the rook here. Nope. Moving this rook here. No, that's even dumber. Pushing that pawn. No. Dear God. Taking that pawn. No. Holy moly, this is not going well. Nope. Nope. So it's not this pawn, it's not this pawn. It's not about pushing pawns, is it? Okay. Son of a gun. I don't know. Give me a hint. Okay, so what's the queen move? Is it here? No. Is it here? No. Is it here? No. What am I looking at? Man, that's okay. It's okay. Good move, and I missed it. Okay. So check. I didn't even mean to actually make the move. I was just trying to see what it looked like. That worked out. Okay. Then take the knight. Okay. 1662. Come on. So if I go there, it's check. Ooh, what can they do to get out of that? So yeah, so I'll be able to hit them with the check. The king's got no choice but to move. And then I can bring in the queen for mate because it's protected. So check, mate. Okay. 1668. We're 12 points away from 1680. Okay. And then, of course, it's an endgame scenario. Son of a gun. Oh. So if I push this pawn, they could lock me up or they could take me. I could push this pawn. Ooh, this is just ugly quick. Nice. if I push, oh, I think what I'm also looking for here is they also have to be making a move, right? In a scenario like this, it's not just where's my move, it's what moves do I have available, knowing that my opponent also must move a piece. So if I move here, they're stuck, they're stuck, they're stuck, they're stuck. If I move here, they could take, well, let's think that through. If I move here, they take, I'm off to the races, right? But if I do move here, and they take, and I take, then they take, and they're off to the races here. So I don't think it's this one. I don't think it's pushing this pawn. Well, no, hold on. If I do push this pawn, that can't move, that pawn can't move, pawn can't move, pawn can't move. They may have to move a pawn that would be captured, or they'd have to move their king, and I take their bishop. So I want to say that I like this move, but if I play pawn takes, no. So it can't be this pawn up. If I move this pawn up, then they move pawn, pawn, captures, and we're stuck. If I move here, I take. Gosh, this is, I don't know. I want to say it's here. And I want to say it's here. And now I take. Okay. Man. What's that called? Suggested theme. Oh, whoops. There's a name for those things. No. Okay, I'm still in there. All right. There's a name in chess for moves that are like, there's nothing else to move, so you have to. Oh, son of a gun. There's a name for those moves. Oh, nice. 100 to 20. Okay, nice. Okay. It doesn't show. What's it called? Oh, Zugzwang or Zwischenzwang. One of those is like a, if you, like your opponent only has this move or that move. But anyway. Okay, 1673. I think if we win this one, I think we'll be done. Okay. So here's the deal. I want to go check, takes, check. And then queen over. I think that's what it is. Check, check. Man, okay, so I just want to get to 1680. Okay, 1669. Okay, so white to move. Obviously, with the queen and king so close, I'm looking for a way to fork them. Ooh, big. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. What I meant to show by grabbing the knight was to show that it is hitting my rook. So I wonder if it's check. Right, the king can't go here or here. It can't be there. There's a move here, and then I've got some sort of fork. No. Is there something where I can bring up? Or if I bring up the rook, the queen takes then I've got some sort of fork, right? I'm looking for forks. I'm just not seeing them. So I don't think that's what I'm gonna do. Although, now hold on. Queen takes, check, and the king can go here or here. No, I don't like it. Oh, well, no. Dang it. I'm gonna go check. No. Okay. So it is the knight. That's the move, huh? How on earth? Okay, well, just to take a look. So, check. Okay. The king is now unable to remain there. The king can move here. I'm sorry, hold on. From here, the king's being hit here, here, here. So why doesn't the king move? So let's go there. And let's go back. So now why doesn't the king move here? Because if he does, then I got the queen. Why doesn't the king move here? Because then I've got the king. And a checkmate. So by moving, okay, now I see, by moving the knight here, that was really the only choice they had. Okay. Moving on. 1655. Okay. Gonna get there eventually. So I want to say, check, give up the queen, take the back rank mate. And then queen tries to block, but we take the queen anyway. Check. Check. Checkmate. Okay, 1665. Oh, here we go. Take the knight. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what else I've got available here. So with the queen takes, a couple different options. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, I don't see anything. I feel like it's either the bishop or the queen moves. And the queen, so queen here, well, either way, I feel like this knight is pinned. So is it maybe pawn takes, pawn, threatening the knight? I just don't see, right? Because that's not going to do me any good. 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 Nothing. Well, from here, I'm threatening. So is it that if I bring the queen here, the knight moves to protect? It might be. Nope. Is it Takes? Oh, is it? Nice, so it was the original, the first thing I saw. Son of a gun. Okay. 1652. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Takes. Takes. Okay, that one was ridiculous with the hanging bishop. Okay. So here's what I think. I think it looks very much like, oh, take the knight. But it's not that easy. I think what I want to do is bring over the queen. Can't go there, can't go there. Can't two go there. Let's go check. Did I take a piece? No, I did not take a piece. So check moves. So now I could take the knight. They take with their queen. So then I'm up the exchange, right? Because they're up material right now. So this is how I claw back. So that's all that is. Takes, takes, and I'm up the exchange. Okay, 1666. Headed in the right direction. I am white, but I'm trying to take a look here. If I move here, I get taken. If I move here, mark as a pawn protecting. I think maybe what I'm looking for is push the bishop, push the rook. This is forcing. They have no choice but to take. I check, they move, and I come up for checkmate. Okay. 1673. We're almost there. An hour and 40 minutes. This is how bad I am at chess. So, I want to push this pawn, but they can take. And then what good was it? I want to right, because push the pawn, right, that's obviously a queen. So if I move, so if I move here, they're just going to take with the bishop. But does that draw them away from something else? What am I doing here? Not threatening anything, threatening to be taken, threatening to be taken. You know, I wonder if this is one of those scenarios where I threatened the rook. Right now, rook's got to move. Could go there. Can't go there. Could go there. Can't go there. So it's either this pawn or this bishop. I want to go with the bishop. Dang it. So is it the pawn? No. Just don't know what I'm doing in general. Let's do that again. So what was I looking at? So if I bring over here, I'm threatening your bishop. And in threatening your bishop, I'm threatening to find my way to make a queen. So you come in with a check, I take, come in with a check, I take. Man, I don't know. Okay. Back down to 1660. So I feel like here I'm just taking a I feel like just taking the bishop. But of course that's not it. Boom. Okay. To be fair, I didn't see the rook there. Wasn't paying that close of attention. I should have. 1647. Okay. So as black, I want to take the white pawn. And then shoulder. And then shoulder. Okay. So 1659. Oh man, these pawn endgames. So I'm black. So I really think I just want to take this white pawn. Okay. That was terrible. 1645. Moving in the opposite direction of 1680. Or, yeah, 1680. Alright. So let us. Black to move. Okay, anything other than checks, and I'm in some trouble. Check. Hold on. So, if I move here, check. See, here's where I'm accomplishing the same thing, but it's going to make a difference from what angle, right? So, check, moves, check, can't move. So I think it's from this angle. Check, there we go. And then before I do that, yep, check. Okay, so 1652. Okay. So I want to say it's check. And they can try to block with a couple pieces, but once the queen's there, it's going to be checkmate. Okay. 1663. Gosh, this is just my sweet spot. I'm struggling. If I take, right? So okay, so rook takes, king's gotta take, and then I hit him with the queen, and it's checkmate. That's what I see. Check. Oh, ooh. I did not see that. Okay, there we go. Okay, 1670. We got this. Okay, this looks like a back rank mate type situation where everything's going to have to come with check. So the king, because of where my queen is positioned, the king is cut off from this rank. If I take with check, the king can take. But then I'm just going to make my way down. So let's go check. Check. Okay. It's got to be check, check, and then checkmate. So check, and so yes. 1683. Okay, originally I wanted to get to 1700. I'll take 1683. Wow. Thanks for watching. That was terrible. If you made it 1 hour and 48 minutes, I feel sorry for you. But thanks.